My name is Patrick O'Brien. I've been coming to this office for roughly about 5 years. It's been a great experience from the get-go. I've been to numerous dentists in the past, and this place is completely different than any other place I've been to, hence the reason I've been here for 5 years. So, what's interesting to this office is that I think I see it from a different perspective. I actually am a doctor, and I own an office in the local area. So when I get in with a doctor or within the staff that this place has, I want to say I look at it necessarily differently, but from a business owner perspective, I felt this had a different energy to it. So the reason I come to this office, and as well as my family, is we've used Invisalign. We've used just general dentist cleanings. We've used night guards that I have to wear. We've done crowns. My kids have had traumas to their teeth who have otherwise had it fixed here. So this is a one-stop shop for everything. It's worked extremely well for us. I don't see myself ever having to switch. I've referred patients here as well. So I have a family. I have 4 boys, active young boys. Recently had a little bit of a trauma to one of the twins that I have front teeth they've been more than accommodating to fix that condition. My wife has used them for a number of things, as have I. So both from the pediatric standpoint, even though it may not be a pediatric office, they've taken care of my kids as well as myself. So if we've used pretty much everything they've offered in this office to this point. So medically speaking, the grinding of teeth, a lot of times referred to as bruxism, can cause a lot of clenching at night, and that can cause a lot of jaw and kind of musculature around the head and headache-based issues. And I've had a night splint that was made for me that was it was custom made for a previous dentist, but I felt like it wasn't a great fit in that sense. This office is up to date with all the cutting edge technology. They use a machine that kind of scans the mouth itself, sends it off to a lab, and has it custom made to you. I've not had any issues with that whatsoever. Completely different than the old school, if you will, or more traditional way. This is more the way of the future, so to speak. So again, I've referred patients here who have dealt with that otherwise weren't getting relief from head and back and neck related issues as a result of the jaw being the culprit. So not just dentist perspective, you would think dentist refers to teeth. There's more to it than that, just the surrounding musculature on the upper part of the thoracic and cervical spine. So yeah. The first impression of this office for me and the surrounding team as well was extremely positive. And it came with meeting with Dr. Lauren, who I initially had met some years ago. I think that's a good starting point to get a feel for the person who's in this office, who's running the office. So that was my first attraction to the office, is getting to know the individual that you're working with. And then when coming in here, clearly when you have a good energy, a good vibe off that specific doctor you're seeing, you would expect the surrounding staff to be just that way. I have fantastic and the utmost support and respect for everyone in this office. I've never had a negative experience. And sometimes I come up here, I have different people that will help me in different regards and different conditions. It's just, there's an endless stream of unbelievable people in this office for sure. So, and this office seems to be pretty close knit, and they've done a really good job of staying collaborative with what they do as well. So I can appreciate that. Have I ever had dental anxiety? Well, I think anyone will have some level of anxiety coming into a dentist, right? So it depends on what you're gonna have done. Coming in here for just general dentistry, cleanings, no. I think it's extremely relaxing environment. The way they talk to you, distract you from anything that you might otherwise be scared about. That's an easy part of it. As far as fillings and cavities are concerned, my kids have had, I would say probably more so than me, dental anxiety, and they come up here without any fear whatsoever when we come here. I can tell you that with 100% certainty, especially the younger individuals. They bounce right up. We've had some pictures of them when they're in the chair. They enjoy it and make it fun. So yes, the dental anxiety thing, if that's a thing someone has, I feel like shouldn't be something that you should be concerned about coming to this office, yeah. So an event where they went above and beyond, I have 2 examples. One of which was I had both to my younger kids, a trauma to one of their teeth on a trampoline and knocked one of them loose. And this was during a weekend event. Now, this was something that I didn't know how to handle in that situation, loose front adult tooth. So we contacted the dentist office, got through to them, sent an email. I can't remember how we got a hold of the individual, and where they were to accommodate us immediately to prevent this from becoming a more significant situation. I think it was more of a time is of the essence type of thing. Another situation is I was recently out of the country and had a trauma to one of my other twins' teeth, who he knocked 2 of his front teeth out and didn't know how to handle that situation in a different country. And this was a scary situation. So I contacted from the Dominican Republic, where I was at, to this office. They walked me through step by step on how to handle that situation, which I would say is probably about as above and beyond as you can go, being out of the country, which is a scary situation, but then how to handle that situation, not being a dental expert by any means. Dr. Lauren was, I owe her so very much for that help to at least give me peace of mind, as well as my wife, to know how to handle each and every step from that standpoint. So much so that she actually helped me find a dentist in the Dominican Republic from Ohio, and I found the dentist, and that individual helped me until I was able to get back in the United States. So that's pretty impressive if you ask me. Yeah. Overall, coming to this office has been more than a pleasant experience. And I think for individuals looking for a dentist or any medical practitioner of some kind, it's more than just where they went to school necessarily. Obviously, they all went to school, they learned different things. I think it's important to really look at the people that is surrounding that particular office and that dentist. I think it's important to look at the personality that that person brings to the table, the family values that they have, other kind of attributes you really can't tangibly touch. So I think that this office is absolutely in a different situation, different category, I should say, than a lot of medical offices from that perspective. Obviously, the Dr. Lauren went to high-level dental school, that she did very well for herself and everything. We're about the same age, but I can respect that when I get in here, I feel like when I talk to that individual and that doctor or anyone in the staff, you make eye contact. I feel like I'm connecting with that person as if they're looking at me like I'm not another number. Whereas some offices I think that we've all been to, I don't necessarily feel that way. So I try to put that into my own office practices whenever I'm seeing patients to make sure I'm able to relate to them versus just acting like they're there as another person. So the benefit to having a good dental office, or a great dental office for that matter, for my family is the not only the support they provide, but the level of confidence I have, or I guess level of ease I'm at, knowing that when my family goes there, they're being taken care of at the highest level. Whether it's a trauma, it's an emergent situation, or it's just a couple time a year office visit to see Dr. Lauren. I think that is the biggest thing, is the level of ease they put you at. I don't question the decisions being made by anyone in this office, and that's important. I'm not going to second guess anything. I think that they do exactly what they're supposed to do. And like I said, this is not just a one-time visit. I've been coming here for 5 years. I've seen numerous dentists. This is a different level of dentistry as far as I'm concerned. So I like the idea that I can trust the individual to handle my own kids as if it was me treating my own kids or she was treating her own kids, kind of thing. So